Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Camerae, and I'm back on Camerae Music TV with Courageous. And we are here for another Love and Hip Hop Atlanta review. This is season 9, episode 6. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe down below to our channels. Like the video to let us know you're feeling the content, and comment down below on what you think about this foolery, right? What's up, Courageous?
There's a lot up here. I don't like whoopsies. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you, Kobe.
yeah, he agrees.
Kobe agrees.
He agrees.
Kobe.
You know, I just let's get in. Let's go in order. Hey, be quiet. Let's go in order. Okay, so the girls are still away, you know, in the mountains, and remember they are about to play this pregnancy game. Okay, so Neicy caught the beginning of it. What was going on in the beginning, really?
So before they even took the pregnancy test, because you know Shekinah and Spice have been beefing a little bit. So basically, Spice's whole ordeal was that Shekinah is a bad friend because she was supposed to help her find a place for her kids and help her find a house and things like that. Every time she calls Shekinah, it's a different story. Like, she don't answer the phone. And Shekinah was like, well, honey boo boo child, every time you come down here, you only stay for a week, so we don't even have time to do all of these things, right? So I feel like that Spice kept saying that she would stay longer if need be. I feel like on Shekinah's part, that should have been like a communication thing. Like, have you actually sat down and try to talk to her about this? Because obviously if the girl looking for a place for her family, like, that's pretty serious. She gonna sit down and take time for that. And with that situation, I'm kind of on Spice's side, because having a dependable friend or just someone who's dependable, period, like, word is bond for me. So if you say you're gonna do something and you don't do it, I'm like, well, what are we doing here? Why are we friends? Type thing. And Spice took it to that extent. She was like, I'm not trying to be your friend no more. But towards the, the little middle part, they had like a little kumbaya moment. But basically, Carly, y'all already know how that go. Carly was picking on Shekinah throughout the whole thing, but it kind of seemed more playful, like they were having fun and stuff like that in between there. But after that whole little spill, that's when the pregnancy test popped out, honey.
Okay, so they all go do these pregnancy tests, and I'm like, Mimi, why is you taking a pregnancy test? Like, you don't need to.
Everybody was saying that on Twitter, and I'm just like, ain't she bisexual though?
Yeah,
I mean, I know.
Even if you're bisexual, she's in a monotonous relationship with a woman.
Yeah, but if all your friends are doing it and we all agree to do it to make me feel comfortable.
Yeah, that part of it I feel. So they go on in their own separate areas and take the pregnancy test. And this is where we get Sierra's drastic, dramatic, traumatic cry. I mean,
because she found out she was pregnant.
But the cry though, like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't have any children. And so if I ever was to get pregnant, I would have the same cry because I don't want kids. So, to see her cry, but her cry was so, it was so young to me. It was giving me 12 years old. It was giving me 16, getting
just got a whipping,
stood up for prom, or like, it was giving me, just got a whooping. Yeah.
We need to find out who do her makeup. Cause every time, baby, it run like a football player.
And it cuts through. And it already looks like she has on, it's like solid. Like, her makeup's always really pretty, but it also, you can tell it's a lot on there. Mm-hmm. And so for them tears to be able to cut through, I was like, ooh.
I don't think she needed all that makeup, to be honest. I don't think she's ugly. A lot of people was talking about her and the way she looked, but I don't think, like, she's ugly compared to some of the people we done seen on the show.
Well, I don't think, I don't think she wears it because she needs it. I think that's the look. So the bronzer, the highlight, the concealer,
Yeah, I'm not saying she wears it because she needs it either. I'm just saying a little goes a long way.
It does. It does. So, We see that Bambi had to come on down. We see that Bambi switched the pregnancy test. And why Bambi didn't look that surprised that she was pregnant? She was just like, I'm pregnant.
Because we've been saying this is just a play on words. This is just a setup to introduce that she's gonna have another kid on the show.
The show, she could have at least played it off. You know, she's so West Coast. You know, I'm from California. She's so West Coast that she just be like, yeah, I'm pregnant. She don't be going along with the show too much.
I mean, you're right. Like, I don't know. I feel like maybe she has to like act in the moment. So maybe if she really was finding out that she was pregnant, like that real emotion would have been there.
That's the problem, yeah.
Yeah, but since she already knew, it's just like, I'm not really ready to have another kid. But she probably was past that emotion already.
No, I feel like her and Scrappy was trying.
I don't think so. Mm-hmm. You think they was trying with all the BS that they going through with their grandmas and having like just to try to get them to act right in front of Breland any money?
Yeah, I feel like he said that. I feel like they said that they was trying when they came out online that they was pregnant.
I don't remember.
I could be wrong.
I could be wrong.
So this, this dovetails into a conversation because the girls want to know, why is Sierra so traumatized? If she been in this like 2-3 year long relationship with BK, why is it so traumatic for you if you were to get pregnant?
I'm sorry, I can't control my facial expressions.
The next morning, she's just discussing like, I've been a mom for 15 years and I'm only 30. So you had a kid at 15. And honey, I'm like, I can't imagine the last 15 years of my life being a mother.
I don't know how old I was 15 years ago. I was probably damn near 3. But you don't think, so you think BK and Sierra having a child together is like a okay kind of thing?
Who?
You were saying you don't understand why she's so traumatized. I would be traumatized if I had a child with that.
I'm saying the ladies did not understand why she was so
traumatized. Okay, her friends.
Yeah, because she's been with BK for 3 years or 2-3 years. And so she kind of was like, is he not the right one for you? Or y'all not doing good or whatever. And she was just like, no, like, I don't want to have kids with him right now, or I don't want kids, or basically. And I was like, stop. If you have children, stop getting with these men for long lengths of time. Your puff disappeared for like 2 seconds.
I did, girl. And
I was like, am I tripping? Stop getting with these men and having these 2-3 year long things, these spells. And it's not going nowhere, especially with kids. Like,
okay, so fill me in on this part. Because I know the last trip Rashida had, BK was crying and stuff, and Sierra was crying and stuff, but I don't really recall them actually getting back in a relationship on the show. Am I tripping?
They did not. No, they did not. It just, like, when you see them in the blogs, you see that they're still together. Like, even right now, she posted his TikTok of her, and she's like in the bathroom with her hair wrapped, and it was like one of those where it's like a fake FaceTime call, but it just lets you know they're still together.
Yeah, okay, because when they came back together on the show, I was like, why are you still here? What is that?
That's the thing. So she's like, explaining that it's not that deep or whatever. I don't know. But this gets into a conversation that was triggering for me because Spice and Shekinah start going back and forth, or start commiserating about men, right? And so Shekinah's talking about how, she's been abused in the past, and,
what does commiserating mean?
Are you talking to Siri?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out. You use a big ass word. And
commiserating, like sympathizing for each other, or like they feel each other. They're both sad for the same thing, right? So I'm looking at Shekinah like she's broken up, and she's saying some real stuff. Like, these men be cheating. They be putting their hands on you. They be thinking that they're supposed to be at home, kept and pretty and doing all these things for them. And then they out running the streets. And I just was like listening to her. And because I dated, right? Before I got married, I made it a point, date these men, play these men, get played, do all the things before you get married. So then you can never say that you didn't. And then when you get married, you understand the value of a good man, right? Because you've seen it all, right? But I remember when I first got with my husband thinking he was just like the rest. And I had to change the way that I saw men to make room for a good man. Okay? Because I feel like now, this is not to say that women are to blame, but I feel like when you're used to having something, you already come with that. Like you already ready.
Expectation.
Right. So the way that you approach men, the way that you treat men, the way that you act in certain situations, you already be coming with that, whether you realize it or not. So when a good man comes along, he might be an accountant. He might be a third grade teacher. He might not be a rapper, club promoter, have 15 businesses. And so then what? Are you willing to build and grow with him? Or are you going to put him down because he's not, So it's like, I'm listening to them and I'm like, I don't know what kind of men Shekinah been with. I don't know what kind of men Spice been with. But I do know in my past, the type of men that I used to always get with and always think I was supposed to be with. And then I was just like, you know what? No, like from now on, it's personality, it's like drive, it's resiliency. Those are the things that you should want to be within a person. So I'm gonna get off my soapbox. I'm gonna get off, but
I'm all up in there. I agree because I actually stopped looking for things in guys, and like I just accept them for who they are. Now, if you showing me some like my red flags and my intuition is still there. So if you lied to me about what color your hat is, like clearly you finna lie to me about a whole different bunch of other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not being stupid with it, but just because I feel like you have to be on a friendship level with a dude first before you become anything else with them.
You do.
Like a lot of people don't understand that. And I don't like that when guys actually come to me, they already come to me with the intent of pursuing me. You need to be working on becoming my friend first. Because I'm not finna be your cuddy buddy. I'm not finna come chill with you. I'm not finna pull up on you. We could go hang somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Out in the public. We can go hang somewhere, but I'm not finna. What you said?
Come on, public.
In the public. But a lot of people don't know how to date. And
because like Shekinah said, from the very beginning, we are told to get a husband, get a man, get a man, get a man. And ain't nobody talking about, all those things that you should have within self and that you should be seeking in a person, period. Because it's not even just men, it's like friends. When you're looking for new friends, it's certain attributes and certain characteristics that you're looking for in a friend. And I feel like those should coincide, like you said, a friend and a man, those same things that you're looking for and those same things that you want to grow in yourself. So when I'm watching these two women cry and plead and like, I'm just like, bro, Black men specifically have had a really bad rep. And luckily it's starting to turn around because of a lot of these different platforms that's putting out positive images of Black men. But at the same time, we got a lot of cleaning up to do because Black men have unfortunately hurt Black women.
You have inspired a podcast episode for me because, yes.
It do what it do, okay? So after this, I can't remember if it was after this or before, but we get Carly with the doggone toy in the kitchen, and I just seen fake booties just everywhere, okay? I just was like, who is natural? Who's left that's natural in there?
If I had the money, I'm sorry.
I'm probably right there with you. I'm not gonna lie. I would have to stop at some, like the thighs gotta match.
I do agree with that. I agree with it looking natural, as natural as it can. I don't really agree with with the, it's not even, I need something to describe what I'm talking about here. It's like this. We're going to use my glasses and this beauty blender right here. So this is the body, right?
Yes.
This is the body. And then it's like, this is the booty.
Yeah.
And then this is the thighs back down here.
That's true.
It should look like a little bit more natural, sis. You
a
feel
whole
me?
lot more, especially Carly in that white dress in that kitchen. Hold on. Oh, you didn't even go protect me. It's all kind of intruders. You just chilling with me. It's somebody walking in the house.
What happened?
Oh, my husband came home.
Oh.
But it's just so funny to me. He just be chilling. Kobe don't run to the door to see who done broke in. He don't do that. He just
He smell him.
Hopefully. Let's hope that's it. Let's hope that's it. All right, let's see. Because I feel like I skipped a lot in my notes. I feel like what was next was the fitting with all the men.
Mm-hmm.
Jock and having he's having all the guys be his groomsmen, and I was just like this can't be real.
Was it that part, or was it when he went to go meet up with oh no, that was the end.
Okay, so he had the little fitting. He had Shooter there, he had Stevie J there, he had Scrappy there. I could see Stevie J and Scrappy, but Shooter, why is Shooter there? And
yeah,
Shooter's there, and Lord Jesus, I got the hotline. All right, so Shooter's there, and this is when Scrap meets up with him there, to find. That's what happened at the beginning. Scrap.
That was the beginning?
Yeah, because I seen it, but I didn't hear it because I was on the phone. I seen Scrap, Cheyenne, and KK because, she was...
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Okay, so she told him about it.
I'm sorry.
Child, I'm hot. All right, so they're at the fitting, and Jock is telling them that they're gonna have this destination wedding in St. Lucia, and they're
What is that? St. Lucia.
I think it's
too close to Lucifer. I don't like that.
I think it's in the Caribbean, one of them islands like St. Kitts and Trinidad. Not Trinidad. Trinidad?
We need a map when you're talking about that.
It's in the Caribbean. So I can't get myself together. I can't. It's
I got somewhere to come. I'm sorry. So does Shooter and Jock even have like a relationship like that?
That's what I'm like. It don't seem like it.
For him to be in the wedding.
I feel like he's in the wedding. I really feel like when they have these VH1 weddings and Mona be like, okay, I'm gonna front the bill, but here's the catch. Everybody that's in the cast gotta be in your wedding. And you can have two people that's a part of your family, but everybody else is part of the cast. Because even for like Kim Bella's wedding, I was like, her and Yandy not even cool, but Yandy was in the wedding.
That sounds suspect. That's something
Sin was in the wedding.
We need to investigate it. You are absolutely right.
Sin was in it, So anyway, so they're all talking there, and we just get like the manly banter. We did see, Jock's trying to figure out if he's gonna have a strippers. He looks like he's leaning towards no, but Scrappy and Stevie J
leaning towards no. Girl, when I heard him say that, it sounded like he was saying it to say he said it. And his friends know what the deal is. So he gonna have some strippers.
I thought he was saying it because Kendra was like, you better not have no strippers.
And that probably is the case. So he's the story that I feel is gonna play out to this is just like it play out any other movie or any other show. It's gonna be like, well, my boys did this, I can't stop them. They surprised me with it. I feel like Jock gonna end up doing something with a stripper that Kendra don't like he usually do. And he gonna get caught The wedding probably gonna get called up. I'm just writing the whole rest of the season right here.
That's spoiler alert. She told me the whole season.
That's probably what's gonna happen because that's usually what happened in these storylines. So,
yeah, but this altercation between Shooter and Scrappy, the way he square danced around the truth.
He tried to put everything all on Cheyenne.
Bruh, and just to watch him, bruh, we can pretty much skip everything else because the girls and them not getting along, whatever, unless you want to talk about it. I mean, the rest that we
that's normal
girl stuff.
Yeah. It's all of this is because of him. Because where my hand at, damn it? Because of him.
Yeah.
Hey, cause he kept it real. Cause he with 3 people, right?
Who's the third person? Oh,
yeah.
And that's Sierra trying to talk about I love you. I'm like, girl, sis, you're forcing it, honey.
You can still say I love you. We've been together for years and we didn't do it. No. We don't love each other. We have kids together, yeah. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to say I love you.
And I'm like, why are we trying to act like Shooter's just like that guy? Like we want him so much. Like, no.
Like he dressed as God right here.
Do you
make this little thing? But
I have a burning question though. Do you make your spaghetti with ketchup?
No. She said ketchup, sugar, onion, and something else, and I was just like,
I get the ketchup aspect obviously because of the tomato, but there's so now if this was shot during like COVID-19 and quarantine,
struggle meals on deck, understandable.
I could see an improvisation working, using a little ketchup, but they have tomato paste, tomato sauce, diced tomatoes, rotel, spaghetti sauce in the jar of every ragu, pesto, presto.
What is it? Prego?
All of them. And then you can make it from scratch too at the same time. So I don't understand why you squeezing ketchup in here, and even Shooter with his old behind.
That was for
women and kids.
When his son was at that dinner table, he knew he didn't want to eat that. He heard what she had put in there. I ain't eating that. I ain't eating it.
I said, "Oh, Mason, his faces on these past 2 episodes have just been everything to me." Kiyomi's just so sure of herself, and it just seems like to me, unfortunately, Shooter has chosen who he's gonna go with and put everything against Cheyenne to make her look crazy.
Yeah,
and it worked because she went smooth off.
I feel like these 2. Just looking at them and the matching outfits and stuff, they make a good couple. If you want to have an open relationship, that's okay. Do that. But just make sure you are honest and 100 with everybody. And because he chose to be honest with some people. And it's like, had you told Cheyenne that you was going to be in an open relationship, and didn't she come second? Like, didn't he meet her second?
Yeah, he said that he was talking to Cheyenne, and then she decided she wanted to go to realtor school or get certified as a realtor and take a break. And so he did. And that's another thing. Like, because she wanted to get focused and do something with her life, you needed to be entertained in that moment. So you could not handle, a couple months, sir? Come on. That's that stuff I'm talking about. But it's like Cheyenne could have seeked a dude from elsewhere. I'm pretty sure it was a dude in that realtor class.
I was gonna say that too, girl. She had to have somebody in that. She's not an ugly girl.
Why did you have to have Shooter of all the people? And then she talked to Jock before.
They said that in the show?
Yes, girl. So they pulled up to Jock's game night, and it was Scrap and Cheyenne, and that girl Mita, who was doing she was all over Jock.
High key, like when he walked in, it was like, oh my God, let me lick your face.
Yes, and I was like, girl, the secret's out. Like, whatever y'all saying that y'all had, it was way more than that, okay? Because you're doing yeah, you finally convinced me to move to Atlanta. Okay, girl, calm down.
You know, when you get together, magic always happens. Okay, just whip it out at this point.
Right, it's a lot. It's a lot. So, yeah, when they walked in, I don't know how, they were playing like a drinking game or something, and it was like, if you're single,
take a shot type thing.
Yeah, and everybody took a shot but her and Jock. And so they were like, oh, you taking? She was like, yeah, my man is, she didn't say who her man was. She's like, don't be worried about that. And then somehow they got into this conversation about, me and him used to talk back in the day. And then Scrap was just like, who? And she was like, me and Jock, we used to talk. Like, I was just like his little, little plaything.
I ain't surprised at all, because the first thing that she said, I think, was that she an event planner or something like that? And Jock be going for them females that's event planners, realtors. I wouldn't be surprised if you did Cheyenne, because she a realtor.
No, I'm not even talking about Mita. I'm talking about Cheyenne. Cheyenne's the one that said that. Yeah. So that's when I tweeted, I was like, is Cheyenne an opportunist at this point?
She's doing so much better. I feel like she got a little smart head on the shoulders, a little bit, kind of, sort of. Never mind. But it's man's fault. Yeah.
Okay, so not even, in the middle of their conversation, we get this matching duo here and there walking in. But before that, we get Safaricka. And I'm telling you,
okay.
I can tell I'm into this show because my heart dropped when I seen the feet walking in, because I thought it was this fool Shooter and Kiyomi walking in. I was like, dang, they about to get with sis. But it was Safaricka, and I like seeing them.
I hope that I like Erica. Don't get me wrong. I don't have nothing against Safari. I just don't know him that well. But I love Erica. It's just that every time I blink my eyes, she's married to somebody else.
When was she married?
Wasn't she married to Bow Wow? Wasn't she married to
She never got married.
Wasn't she with Sin?
But she was never married to them.
Oh.
And she's young, girl.
I thought she had an engagement going. I don't care.
She was engaged to Bow Wow. She was.
Okay.
And she was in like a relationship with Sin, and she was talking to Rich Dollars. But I think it looks bad for her because her stuff has all been out in the public eye.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like Erica, but it's probably because she's a Scorpio as well as myself. But I'd be rooting for her. It seems like she's getting it together now, though. She's kind of.
I don't see nothing wrong with them. I really hope this lasts for them. It's just I was a little worried. I was like, dang, stop hopping.
Safari's a lot. He is a lot. So when they walked in, I was genuinely happy to see them. I think they actually live in Atlanta.
Yeah, they just said on the show that they were moving back to Atlanta and trying to find their dream home. So they'll more than likely be coming back to the show.
Okay. So then we get Kiyomi and Shooter walking in. Now, I did not like Kiyomi's approach. When we learned that they were in an open relationship, and she was like, you just need to let everybody need to know who I am, and they need to know who to respect. I'm just like, as a woman, whether you're in an open relationship or not, you should want to ensure that another woman does not feel deceived or blinded. And that's the thing that's missing in the game. All these women find you in an open relationship, find your man running around or whatever. But if you find out that the woman don't know,
yeah,
you shouldn't want that.
You should be talking to him. I feel like, now that you said that, I think that, so first of all, I feel like Cheyenne and Shooter was put in this little triangle so that way they can come back to the show, because the last season we was just introduced to Cheyenne. So it didn't make sense for us to see her and then not see her again. Right. So we had to find a way to do that, and then what better way than bring Shooter back here? And completely lost my train of thought.
Ooh, you were saying that Kiyomi needs to talk to Shooter about it.
Mm-hmm.
Need to be going in on Shooter, not on Cheyenne.
I feel like they are possibly becoming the next Stevie J and Jocelyn. It's hard, like, just based on what you said about them having an open relationship and she the head thing in charge. It sounds like they finna start flipping people together.
But Shooter don't got the crowd appeal that Stevie J has.
Yet.
Stevie J has the bus, and this is my bus, and he got the face, and he got the, he has all that going on.
But that's because it was established after time. This is our first interaction with them, and he's already got 2 females in it. His ex-wife, so I'm guessing Sierra would play the Mimi role, but the only difference is Mimi wasn't trying to get Stevie back. She was trying to get rid of his ass. But that's what I'm seeing. That's the kind of vibes that I'm getting from this. Like, they in it together, they flipping people together. I feel like that's what it's gonna end up being. What you think?
I can dig it. I just think it just disgusts me to see, first of all, Cheyenne acting just wilding. Like, girl, calm down. Like, Shooter is not, I guess, for the sake of the show, let's go with it, right? So her and Kiyomi get into it, but Kiyomi is this calm, cool, collected, like, what's going on?
Because she already know what she dealing with. In Cheyenne's eyes, Cheyenne been dealing with this dude for a little bit more than 2 years.
Yes, dumb. But the thing is, too, though, when you see women who are just like, yeah, I forgot I had on eyeshadow. When you see women that are just like, yeah, I'm fine with the back and forth, I'm fine with the open relationship. Are you really fine, or is this like your defense mechanism because men just be stepping out, or a lot of men, not all men, a lot of men just be stepping out and cheating. So to defend myself, I'm going to just have an open relationship. I'm be out here playing with dudes. But then it's like, if you have an open relationship, why are you trying to get close to his kid, though? And
I feel like she's going to be the one. So, yeah, you're right. I don't know how I feel about the whole defense mechanism thing, because the way she handled this situation was really on some we both trying to play you type thing. So yeah, I feel like
schemed and knew about you. And that's the thing too, like, okay, fine. As a united front, you want to seem like you're informed and you know what's going on and whatever. And that's why y'all came matching and whatever. But even as a woman, no part of you feels like, dang, like, look at her. She genuinely looks shocked. And she got like satisfaction out of that.
Yeah, I don't understand the whole getting rowdy thing. I think she just wants to establish her spot or whatever. And then I do feel like she feels some type of way about it, because when they was in the car, she was calling the girl ugly and stuff like that. And that's like little petty stuff that you do when you bothered by something.
Yeah, on the preview for next week.
Yeah. And he was like, that's the one you gonna go fool with type thing. Like, yeah, you sound jealous now.
Yeah, she does.
So I agree with that part. But I do think I don't know. I think we could have did without them for this season. But I do understand that you had to bring Cheyenne into the show, but I feel like she could have been brought in by herself without drama.
Yeah, but it's kind of like people don't really stick without no drama. Like, unless you're a funny person who like blows up the spot, like Shekinah don't need no drama. She's just funny on her own. But unless you're even they've even attached drama to her. Unless you're a personality like that, they're not gonna. Tokyo was a good comedic relief. She had drama attached to her. Jocelyn, obviously, but she had drama attached to her. K. Michelle, all about drama, but she's super duper funny. Jock, like all kind of drama,
You're right. I feel, well, maybe I'm saying that her drama could have been directed into something other than a triangle.
Yeah.
She could have came in slowly because I feel like they could use this show because the show has so much power. And they could have used this show to show, like Shekinah was saying, she was preaching how she don't need no man. She did everything on her own and stuff like that. She's not really looking to be dating. We always told her we got to find a perfect man and stuff like that. They could have put Cheyenne on that train and started making that little aspect a little bigger. Instead, she could have just went on a trip with them or been introduced with them or something like that. But now, the only person she was really attached to was KK, and now they beefing.
I just don't feel like she would have stuck as a character because I'm trying to think of other girl trips where people went. The only one that's coming to mind is when Kendra went with them on that couples trip. But Kendra would not have stuck as a person if she was not tied to Jock.
Yeah, because her as a person wouldn't survive.
No, they gotta, like, unfortunately, people who watch this franchise want to see the women that's not scared to speak up, that's gonna pop off, that's still a little ratchet, still a little classy, can dress, look good, don't look a mess, you know.
I should definitely audition.
You should.
Definitely more.
Well, that has been our review for this week, but before we go.
Hold on. Because you said something that caught my attention, and I don't remember us talking about it, and if we did, then I need to start taking some medication for my memory. But you said something about Cheyenne's character, and we never got into Kirk and Rashida.
Child, I said before we go, because I just remembered all the hoopla that occurred, not even maybe a day or two after our last video.
Yes.
You guys have been under a rock. Basically, when last week's episode premiered, Black Twitter was raising an eyebrow. They was trying to do the numbers just like we were. How have y'all been together 20 years? You have 7 kids, only 2 are yours together. Something not adding up. But Google say that Rashida is 37. So they started doing the calculating. They called them out. They came out in the video. People had accused Kirk. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Rashida's mom of marrying someone in the military and leaving Rashida with Kirk, and Kirk adopting Rashida. And, they came out and they were saying that was ridiculous. This is all allegedly now. Allegedly.
They started comparing my boy to R. Kelly.
Yes. Yes, they did.
It made it to the shade room. Kirk and Rashida even gave a response to it, which was a little bit fishy.
It was a lot of fishy, okay? It was a Cajun boil.
It was I could go for some seafood right now. Basically the whole little video was them talking about they didn't really address it. They were going around it. They were like, are y'all serious? If you were my real friend, you already know this ain't true. Y'all worrying about us. Y'all need to worry about the stimulus checks, which mine still ain't dropped yet, but whatever. And they just kept going back and forth with that. And I'm like, answer the questions out.
They was just deny. And it's just like, okay, we heard the lies. We want to hear the truth. And they just was not giving it to us. So even in this moment, I think, I don't know if Rashida did it, but basically Google has been changed now to reflect Rashida's, I don't know if it's her real age or just an age.
The next age.
But that makes more sense. Does it say 43 now?
Let me see. Yes, girl. I didn't even have to type in the whole thing.
Yeah.
43.
Yeah.
But y'all couldn't, I never paid attention to their ages. I just knew like Mimi and them was up there in the 40s and stuff. So to say that Rashida is 37 and she's supposed to be like the grand marshal of the group, like one of the older people, her and Mimi are like the oldest people in the group. Like you couldn't have thought that she was younger than Carly.
And plus I knew too, because after watching For It's Rocks, she was like, she reminded us that Rashida is cool with Candy Burris. she's cool with Toya and Tiny, and they're not no spring chickens out here. You know, they on the other end of 40. Yeah. So
they changed this part too. This was the main part with this little. Y'all can't see it, but when you Google Rashida and she got the picture and she like this, they changed that too. They changed her age too. 1976, girl.
Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like a lot of women and a lot of these cast members lie about their age, but it really caught up to Rashida because she was still trying to lie. It's just like, don't double down. Just say what it is.
That was her character's age. And we found out what her real age was.
Sure.
That's what that was about.
Well, all right, y'all. That has been another Love and Hip Hop Atlanta review. I have been Camerae.
Courageous right over here.
Okay, make sure you guys subscribe down below and follow us on Instagram and comment what you thought about this week's episode. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.